Men-only gyms seek to protect Christian men from lust. I sincerely hope that one of these gyms is called Brokeback Fitness. That would make my life. That would make my life complete. But this article says that white conservative Christian men are rising up all over the nation. Are we sure who wrote this? Because this picture right here that is not for white dudes. And this is a really weirdly written article, but let's just go ahead and watch the first video here from Mitch Parsons about a Christian-created men-only gym that keeps lust away.
I got tired of having nakedness shoved in my face every time I went to the gym. Walking around with my eyes on the floor because culture has said that wearing little to no clothing is an acceptable way to go and train your body.
So straight out the gate there saying he has to walk around with his eyes at the floor because I guess he has no self-restraint to just like do what he's doing and not worry about anybody else. He's got a case of wandering eye disease. But also the whole argument that like women don't wear clothes at the gym. I've seen dudes wear shirts that are literally just like thongs, like thong shirts. Like, might as well not even wear a shirt at that point. They're just wearing a shirt to technically say they have a shirt on.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to dress and how you can or cannot dress, but I will say that I shouldn't have to fight for my marriage and for my purity and to guard my eyes and to honor the Lord and to honor my wife while at the same time trying to take care of my body. So I've quit.
I shouldn't have to fight to honor my marriage. That is is that grounds for divorce right there? How can you think that you're in the right here and other people are in the wrong when you're just self-reporting that you have no self-restraint? You cannot restrain yourself from acting like a Neanderthal if you see some skin in a gym. That's crazy, though. The whole fighting for my marriage thing. I don't know how he's still married saying stuff like that.
I haven't found one that I can go to where I feel like I can have the best of both worlds. So I'm building one. I've spent the last 6 months traveling across the country, meeting a lot of really cool people, putting together a really cool team, and we're building the first Christian men formation facility in the country. It's called
Christian Men Formation Facility. Whoa. Are they going to just have like 50 preacher curl setups and they're going to have someone like preaching the gospel to them while they're repping some curls? That'd be wicked. Splashing some holy water in their face in between reps. Dude, that's pumping me up.
It's a 15,000 square foot building. It's got a gym, a locker room, a sauna, a co-working space, golf simulators, and conference rooms to host Bible studies. We have interest all over the country. I'm talking Houston, Dallas, Boston, Scottsdale. And while we are solving one problem for allowing men to work out in a place where they can be undistracted and untempted.
I guess you are solving a problem because they're taking the guys that are a problem and putting them in their own facility, separating them because they're acting like they can't control their urges. He says the whole thing like, I'm not telling you how to dress, but it sounds like he's trying to blame other people for him having to create this, when the very root cause is him and people like him that have no ability to keep it in their pants.
A place where men can be formed to be the husband and the father and the leader that they're called to be, that they want to be, but there's not a place for them to do it.
I feel like avoiding the problem is definitely the worst way to go about that, because what is he going to do if he like goes to the beach? Like, he's so used to not seeing like other people besides like his half-naked gym bros that he goes to the beach. Is he just going to like start howling, running on all fours, running after women at the beach? I feel like this is going to explode in a horrible way. I just still can't get over that line of him saying that he's having to fight to keep his purity and keep his marriage. A separate men's-only dude bros gym is not going to solve the root cause of this issue. He needs psychological help if that's his formation of thinking. That's so dangerous. And this is the website for the gym, which looks pretty AI generated. But it just says, I quit 4 gyms before I built one. I realized the problem wasn't the gym. It was that no one had built what I actually needed or what I wanted. No, you should replace that with, I was the problem and I went and got the help that I needed so that I could go back to a normal gym. A place where a man can train his body without having nakedness shoved in his face. A place where he doesn't have to decide between honoring the Lord, honoring his wife, and guarding his eyes and submitting to cultural norms. So this gym is just going to be full of a bunch of pent-up dudes who have no self-control and have such a warped way of thinking when it comes to human relationships and stuff. Like, this seems so unhealthy. And you can say, reserve my spot. Do you have to pay? I'm assuming you have to pay, right? The $150 initiation fee is a one-time non-refundable payment that helps seed the initial stages of the facility and hold your spot as a founding member. And we even got AI renditions of what the gym's gonna look like. There's the gym, there's the community space with the golf sims, yeah, and you got a conference room, get your work done, yeah, look at that. Ooh, a sauna room where mentally twisted men can go be sweaty and naked together. That's really what they need. Christian men are at war daily. There is no base camp. It's $150 a month. So you're having to pay like triple the price of an average normal gym membership to be with only other men that have a delusional way of thinking, and then you pay, and then $100 more a month if you want golf sim access. I don't know. If you ask me, this seems like a shameless religious grifter to me. That's exactly what this feels like. It feels like another religious grifter. But why don't we see what Jeff Hambridge, another one of these founding members, has to say?
Jeff from Proverbs, a little out of breath, just finished a workout, but want to jump on here real quick because I realized I haven't told you guys why we're men's only. Who are we? So, in a nutshell, one of the number one places affairs and infidelity occur, cheating, is the gym. Byproduct of someone who had an affair in my previous marriage.
Is that a statistical fact? Is that a real fact, or is that something you're just making up to make yourself feel better about your past?
Doesn't work out well for you, fellas. Don't do it. So what did God do? He took what the devil meant for evil, turned it into good, put it on my heart to start this men's fitness and ministry center where there are no distractions. There's no temptations of women walking around, fellas. So
no temptations of women just women just existing around you in the gym. Such horrible temptations.
Fallen man, if you're a husband, you want to be a husband, come to a spot that's going to put you in the best shape, not just physically, because it'll do that too, but spiritually as well. Men are not being led out there. God's called me to be a leader. I'm going to lead some men to God.
But if you ask me, it just feels like paying for a Grindr subscription would be cheaper than what they're attempting to do here, especially at $150 a month. I also found this store here, I guess is related to it. That looks like the dude from the video, the Jeff dude. Proverbs 27:17. If you go to their shop, I'm assuming they sell hoodies and t-shirts saying Jesus is king. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys want to just go work out with other sweaty, hot men, go in a sauna with them afterwards, have some Bible study, there's your place, and I'll catch you in the next one.